But one of the guys that get a lot of the credit is Steve Blackman from Muscular Development. I mean, those guys have done an extraordinary job for years and years and years to promote health, to promote fitness, to promote strength, to promote bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, and all of those kind of things. So the contributions they made is gigantic, and I hail them for that.
Hey guys, Shawn right here from Muscular Development Unleashed. Yes, I am back in sunny Southern California. Just completed the 29th anniversary of the Arnold Sports Festival weekend, and what a weekend it was. Of course, you saw on Muscular Development Online, Cedric McMillan finally finds himself in the victory circle after a whole lot of stuff. I mean, a year ago he was 7th place in the Mr. Olympia. The year before that he actually had to pull out of the Olympia. 2nd place last year, finally gets the $130,000 check, and he gets to spend some time with the Governor on stage in victory. And the weekend was not without some kind of controversy. In the 212, we saw Ashkanani pulled off David Henry, who arguably was at his best. And some people actually had David Henry winning that competition, and they would have gotten no argument from me. David was that good, but he was held at bay by Ahmad. Ahmad, a little bit of controversy there. Huge back, the legs were a little bit slight from the rear, but this is a guy that's knocking on the door, and he says he's coming after James Flex Lewis. One of the things we talked about was he's considering going into New York, and Ron Harris and myself agreed that he should probably shut it down, because if you're going to go after James Flex Lewis, you're going to need every single day and every single workout in order to do that, because James Flex Lewis is the real deal, and Ahmad's going to need every workout to try to take him down and get that title. Will he be a contender? Time will tell. David Henry says he's not backing down, and he's going to wind up going on to compete as well. But the controversy, obviously, was after the kid's victory. I walked over to him, put my arm around him, he gave me a big bear hug, and we walked him over and I gave him an interview. And of course, the guys over at RX freaked out, Dave Palumbo in particularly, very disruptive. I was doing an interview, came up, crashed the party, and then he started yelling out all kind of crazy stuff, as if he's the shock jock, Howard Stern, Shawn Ray disrespect me, blah, blah, blah. Anything for attention and likes, but you know, those guys hit a real low. Peter McGough, one of the best historians, never misses Olympia, former editor over at Flex Magazine, senior staff writer. The guy gets out of his hospital bed to come and cover the competition, and these guys call him a drunk. I know that there's a lot of lows on that side of the tracks over there at RX, but calling Peter McGough a drunk, I don't really have any words. Why do these guys even get media tickets? It's not my position to take away media badges, but I gotta imagine with Peter's history with the Schwarzenegger and the Lorimer crew, those guys should pretty much be ashamed of themselves. But I don't want to end this on a bad note. They are what they are, and we are what we are. We're headed to Australia in 2 short weeks to cover the second leg of the Arnold Classic in the Land Down Under, where Tony Doherty is going to be bringing his 3rd Arnold Classic Championship to Melbourne, Australia. And of course, we'll have some play-by-play and some interviews with all that's going on down there in the Land Down Under. As well, there's a competition going on in New Zealand. And coming up on our calendar, things are going to start to heat up. We know that Juan Morel missed the mark there in Columbus, Ohio. We'll find out if he's going to jump back into the fray. Talk to Victor Martinez, the Dominican Dominator. He's going to be in New York getting ready to compete. Several athletes are going to be competing. I know that there's a huge event coming up in Salt Lake City, Utah, called the FitCon. IFBB Pro Robin Mayer is putting that one on, so stay tuned for some information regarding that. Our bodybuilding and fitness season has just started to warm up. 200,000 fans, 20,000 athletes in Columbus, Ohio. It was super, super cold, but right now, God is good. Representing MuscularDevelopment.com, I'm going to be headed to Hawaii this weekend, where I support Tim Gardner putting on his brand new Hawaii Pro-Am competition, and I'll be hosting the Shawn Ray Hawaiian Classic in the month of November on Veterans Day, celebrating our troops. So make sure you come back here to MuscularDevelopment.com for all the news, play-by-play action, and paparazzi. And Peter, sober up. MuscularDevelopment.com, I'm Shawn Ray.